start the recording. All right, so today is day 4, and even though it's day 4, we will still do our flowing drill. So everyone here knows what it is, right? It's where I pull out a deck of cards and you guys tell me the order of which I pull it out in. Does everyone, I think everyone understands. All right. And pardon me, my throat kind of hurts today. So, you know, might go slower than usual. But that just means I'm going to read out more cards. Okay. I'm going to drink water. Is everyone ready? All right. Let me shuffle this. Last time, the same order is happening again. Okay, is everyone ready? I'm gonna try and put out an entire deck this time. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 7 of clubs, 4 of clubs, 4 of hearts, 2 of diamonds, ace of hearts, 8 of hearts, 9 of spades, ace of spades, jack of diamonds, 9 of diamonds, 3 of clubs, ace of diamonds, 10 of clubs, 2 of hearts, 7 of hearts, 2 of spades, 8 of clubs, 8 queen of clubs, 6 of hearts, 5 of clubs, 9 of hearts, queen of spades, king of spades, 4 of spades, 9 of clubs, queen of hearts, 10 of spades, 6 of clubs, king of diamonds, jack of clubs, 7 of spades, not king, 8 of spades, king of hearts, 6 of diamonds, 4 of diamonds, 5 of hearts, jack of hearts, ace of clubs, 7 of diamonds, 5 of spades, 2 of clubs, 3 of spades, 3 of diamonds, jack of spades, 5 of diamonds, queen of diamonds, 6 of spades, 10 of hearts, 3 of hearts, 10 of diamonds, and 8 of diamonds. That was an entire deck. Oh, your Wi-Fi cut out. That sucks. Sorry. It's okay. Your class got you. Okay. Does everyone want to tell me what the first card is?
7 of clubs.
Okay.
4 of clubs. 4 of hearts.
Okay.
2 of diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Ace of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
8 of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
9 of spades.
Mm-hmm.
Ace of spades.
Mm-hmm.
Jack of diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
9 of diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Ace of diamond.
You missed one in between.
3 of clubs.
Yes, 3 of clubs, ace of diamonds.
2 of spades.
2. Okay, so there's 3 cards in between. What was after ace of diamonds?
One of them was 7 of hearts.
Yeah, so 7 of hearts was before 2 of spades. What are the 2 cards in between? Anyone know? Remember, I'm going to do this on the last day of this camp. And if the entire class can together tell me every single card correctly, then you guys got a prize, everyone. Okay, well, it was 10 of clubs, 2 of hearts, 7 of hearts, and then 2 of spades. What was after 2 of spades?
8 of clubs.
Okay.
Queen of clubs. 6 of hearts. 5 of clubs. 9 of hearts. 4 of spades.
Ooh, okay, so there's 2 cards in between. 2 cards. How about this? I'll show you this. Those two are the cards. Anyone know?
Wait, what did you show?
This.
King of clubs.
Close. King of spades. Okay, one more. What is this last card?
You know something.
Jack of spades.
Queen of spades. Close, close, close. All right. And then the four of spades. Yes. What was after four of spades?
9 of clubs.
Nine of clubs.
Queen of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
6 of hearts.
Ooh, six of clubs. And there was one card before six of clubs. 10 of spades. Okay, so 10 of spades, six of clubs, and then
King of diamonds.
king of diamonds. There's one before king of diamonds. King of clubs, king of clubs. All right, king of clubs, king of diamonds, and then
Jack of clubs.
mhm.
8 of spades.
Ooh, okay. Seven of spades was before eight of spades. Eight of spades. You're almost done.
King of
Eight
hearts.
spades. Yes, king of hearts.
6 of diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
4 of diamonds.
Uh-huh.
5 of hearts. Jack of hearts.
Huh? Wow, you're on a streak.
Ace of clubs.
Okay.
7 of diamonds.
Okay. Can you finish? This?
5 of
Seven
spades.
Uh-huh.
2 of clubs.
Mm-hmm.
3 of spades.
Mm-hmm.
3 of diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Jack of spades.
Mm-hmm.
5 of diamonds.
Okay. Five more. Six more, sorry.
9 of diamonds.
Ooh, no. Not nine of diamonds. But it is a diamond. Queen of diamonds.
Queen of diamonds.
Yes, queen of diamonds. Yeah.
6 of spades.
Yeah, yeah.
10 of hearts.
Mm-hmm. Three more.
3 of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
10 of diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
And 8 of diamonds.
All right. Wow, that was actually really good towards the end. That was really, really good. I could never get it all right when I was doing this. So very, very good job from everyone. Will there be a participation award? No, you have to win it. You have to guess all of it right on the day of. Feel like that's hoping for a bit much. It's doable. You guys missed like 8 cards in total, probably. Very, very doable. Do we all get a prize? Yes, everyone gets a prize on Sunday if together.
Even if they
as a
didn't
class.
contribute.
Yeah, because we're doing everything as a class. No need for competition, right? What prize should I give? What would you guys want? I don't know. What is enticing these days? Oh, of course, Fortnite card. Yeah, I'll pass. What about like I don't know anymore. What would you guys like? Money. Yeah, but how? I'm not that rich. No, I'm pretty poor. What do I give? Maybe I should have said that there was a prize. What should I do? Pen, money. 50 Skittles each. Okay, I'm gonna mail it every day of the summer. I'm gonna mail 1 Skittle every day. What do we do? A certificate? Do you guys want a certificate? I'm only seeing one yes from the same person. No. Hey, you were the one that came up with it, Shosha. 2 yes, 1 no. Okay, we can vote on it if you guys win. If you guys win. So yeah. And also, Shosha, I told everyone that before the day of the tournament, which is Sunday, if your team and another team talk and agree to a practice debate, then you guys can text me about it, message me, and then I'll see when I'm free, and then we can do a practice debate if you guys want more practice before the tournament. Yeah.
Wait, is the tournament just with this class?
What does that mean?
Like, is it just us being in the tournament or a lot of other people?
It's just you guys. Eight people, 4 teams, 1 winner.
Uh,
Or I guess 2 winners because 2 people, but 1 team wins. Okay, I have to catch up on the chat. Debate about it. And we should certificates. What will the winner of the tournament get? Ooh, no. I almost said you get to decide the gift everyone gets. No. How about that? Okay, well, I'm gonna make a certificate for everyone, regardless if you guys win or don't win the challenge. And the winner of the tournament gets to decide the colors of the certificate. I don't know. Oh, how about this? No, it's bad. No. Okay, how about this? The winners get a special certificate that said that they won. What about that?
What about the challenge thing? Did you get a certificate for that too?
A certificate for writing down 52 cards.
What did you say the winner did?
Yes.
If you guys want, grass. What is that supposed to mean? Okay, we can decide later, but okay, I'm gonna plan to do a certificate for everyone, and then the winner gets a special certificate. Yeah, I'll use Canva, of course. That's how I pass my classes. Okay, anyways, let's keep going. So today, we will basically be focusing on evidence cutting. Does everyone know what that means? Also, Cole, I don't know where you get those things from. What is that? I think it's like Chinese. All right, yes. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so evidence cutting is basically researching evidence and making it into cards. Does everyone know what a card is? What is a card in debate? What is a card?
A piece of evidence.
Okay, and is it formatted differently?
yeah, there's like the source, the website, like who said it, and yeah, a bunch of that stuff, and what topic it's on.
Yeah, right. So basically you bold the pieces of words that you want to talk about, right? And everything else should be lowercase, or not lowercase, lower font size, and you can't read it, right? Okay. So today, we're gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to basically research in the most sufficient way. So what I'm gonna do, let's see. Let me pull up the block file again. Okay. So here, I'll show you guys what a card looks like. And yeah, you guys will see. Okay, here. Okay. So let's say we talk about the Alaska evidence, right? inflation decreased by 4%. We can go into this link and then see where it comes from. So it is an article from Medium, and the author is Scott Santis in November 22nd, 2014. So that's exactly how we cite the evidence, right? Santis 14. So that's how you start to cite the evidence. And then you can keep reading if it will load. Why is there Chinese? It doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, so basically the article is very, very long, and preparation does take a while. You have to learn to scan through articles to find the most important part. So let's say you finish reading, blah, 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 blah. In this case, I'll just show you guys the 4% part. Oh God, it's so hot today. Okay. Okay, here. Well, it's actually at the start. Okay, so it says, instead of bad inflation getting worse, it actually got better, decreasing from records highs to under 4%. Let's see what we did this year, or this in the cards. We said it actually got better, decreasing from 4%, right? So basically, you find the most important piece that you want, and then you just add it in and have a citation. Right? Okay, now, let's try to actually research a piece of evidence. So Windows key, oh, okay. Thank you for the tip. What should we research? Something useful. Okay, let's say how many people are on welfare every year, okay? So I'm gonna do US welfare programs. I'm gonna see what pops up. Okay, well, first, no, don't do Wikipedia. But Wikipedia could be helpful for links at the bottom. So, you know, on a Wikipedia page, if you scroll down, there's a lot of links. Those lead to articles, and those could be helpful, right? Okay, so let's see. All right, I'm gonna pick the first link that pops up. See what we get. And I'm looking for numbers here. I want how many people are on welfare. Let's see. Okay, no numbers. And this one probably won't give any numbers, right? Because it is the USA government itself. So I'm just gonna say US welfare programs. How many? Oh, and then right here it pops up. 59 million people receive welfare average on an during an average month. That is 19% of the whole population. Right? So right there, I have the evidence I want. So I'm going to remember this 59 million number, right? So I'm going to click into this link. Okay. And I guess, it's not an article per se. It's just a statistic. Urban Institute. So I can say, okay, what's the year for this? 2021. So I could say Urban Institute 21 explains or quantifies an estimated 59 million Americans receive welfare during an average month. Okay. And depending on your case, you can use this many different ways. You could either say, okay, 59 million Americans receive welfare. And then let's say you do the welfare trap argument. Then at the end, your impact would be 59 million people in poverty. Or you can do a neg argument and say, we are helping 59 million people get out of poverty. And let's say there's a percentage to how many people get out of poverty with welfare. So let's say your success rate of bringing people out of poverty in welfare is 13%. You multiply that number by 59 million, and then you get the amount of people you get out of poverty, right? Okay, so let's see. What else should I research? Does anyone need any help on researching something and a piece of evidence they need for your case? And then I can try and research for you. Anyone want to type out what they need to research about? Everyone is perfectly fine on evidence. Everyone has everything they need. Okay, I do understand that, but I need you to be more specific. So like, what do you mean? Like, why is UBI bad? As in, I need a specific reason and then I can dive into it, you know? What are the pros and cons of immune test of welfare? Okay, that's a good question. Okay. And again, this is very general, right? I need something more specific. So let's say the pros are, I'll just talk about the poverty thing because we've been talking about it. So welfare programs in the US. And then the trick when you're doing Google research is you could do, what is this called? Oh my God, quotation marks. And then you could do poverty, quotation marks. What does this mean? This basically means that all of the search results it gives you has to have the word poverty in it, okay? So I can look and let's see. This one has some numbers, so I'm just gonna click into it. How will the UBI benefit the economy? Okay, yeah, we can do that later. Let's see. Anti-poverty programs. Okay, here pays up to $6,000 to students from low-income households. So there are welfare programs that pay for college. This could be a very good argument. It ends generational poverty because, you know, without welfare, people that have kids that, let's say their family is poor and their kids will probably also be poor. But with the welfare system, we have $6,000 to pay for their college tuition. And, you know, maybe that helps them afford for it a little bit more. And so then they get to go get a college degree, they get a better job, and their kids wouldn't be poor anymore. So it helps with generational poverty, right? You can make the argument. Pell Grants, it's a pretty common one. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna just do 10th and let's see what pops up. Okay, wow, it actually gives you a lot of numbers. So the state spent $50.4 billion on this program called TAMF, Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. That is the program name. So those are the numbers again. 800, ooh, this one could be helpful for AF. So the maximum payment is $146 and $862 a month. Is that less than $1,000 a month under a UBI? It is, right? So if you're AF, you can use this evidence and say the amount of money that people receive is nowhere close. 146, that's not even close, right? And yeah, you can use this for the AF. You can say welfare systems are broken, sub 0.8, too little money, right? That's one of it. And what is one way to refute this AF argument that this TANF program gives way too little money? What is one way to go against it? Can anyone think of it? Yeah, it's the end.
This program is enough to support people who really need it. And with the UBI, we're giving them more than enough. And we're also wasting it on people who don't need it.
Okay, so it kind of is a general thing, right? Okay, yeah, that is basically just saying the UBI is bad because we're giving it to people who don't need it, right? Okay. let's see, what is it? Too much money given to people would hurt the economy and for people who actually need it. Yeah, so you guys are kind of giving the same response, but in a debate, all you need to prove is that welfare is worse than UBI. Under what circumstance? Under the circumstance that the people who need it, which are the people that qualify for this, get more money under the UBI. So you could tell the judge, okay, UBI, causes inflation, but that doesn't matter to these people, right? These people are getting more money. So what you could say is, well, there's so many different programs. Look at how many there are. One of them gives $146 minimum. So all of these other programs can make up to at least $1,000. That's the argument you can make. There's so many different programs. This is only one of them, right? It doesn't mean this is the only one people can qualify for. People can qualify for more than one, right? I see a hand, yes.
How do you how do you make a card if there is no date? Like there's no date for this.
This one? Let's see if
Yeah.
we can find a date. Let's see if we can find a date. Okay. Let's see. So for this one, this is an in-text citation, IV. I go down to IV. Oh, there is some. Oh, IV here. 2022, March 31. That's the date for it. So usually, if it's not at the top, it's at the bottom. So yeah, that's the way of doing it. And there's some graphs. This is actually kind of interesting. But
For the evidence, it doesn't really say who wrote this article. So should we just put like federal safety net 22?
yeah, you can say that. You can be like, blah, 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 as federal safety net 22 claims, blah, 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 blah. If there is an author, let's say like Brown or something, you could be like, Brown from federal safety net 22 says blah, blah, blah. Right? So you can have both. Or if you don't have an author, then you can just write the organization in. But yeah, I just dug up a piece of a random article. It's not even an article. I don't know what this is, but there's so many different statistics that you can use. And if you read through this, you can have so much evidence, right? Yeah, I see a hand.
So for the constructive speech and for some of the other speeches, does it have to be like within 2 minutes, or can it be like a bit longer?
Okay, the minimum should be 2 minutes because the constructive is something you can prepare for. And if you want, don't go above 4 minutes, but you can go more than 2 minutes because 4 minutes is the usual. So, yeah, so that's basically how you do evidence researching. And I can give wait, there's one more example in the chat, right? How would the UBI benefit the economy? Okay, I'll do that one. So when I think of economy, I think of jobs. I think of GDP. So I'm going to do jobs. I'm going to do UBI create jobs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the trick where I do this with the poverty, but instead I'm going to do a percentage. Oh, and look what I found. The UBI would create 4.6 million jobs and grow the economy by 12%. That's actually incredible. I don't know. I had never tried. Wait, wow, this is so easy. Wait, I just found such a good evidence. Roosevelt Institute found that a UBI would create 4.6 million jobs and grow the economy by 12%. Those are very, very strong numbers. So cite this. There you go. I just gave you guys a free evidence. That was quick. Wow. I'm surprised at how fast that was. Didn't even have to look anywhere. All right, so using these quotations can narrow down like your search results. And let's say you want specifically tech jobs. Then you can do tech. Let's see. Oh, and then of course there's the article about UBI and automation. That's one of the common arguments. So would create, as for tech advances, it would create 15 million new jobs by 2025. It's another statistic, right? So that's basically how you do research. You can do quotations. If you want statistics and numbers, you can do percentage, because that usually helps a lot. And yeah. So I'm gonna unshare my screen and I'm gonna look for a topic debrief, because I realized that I never actually gave you guys any ideas you guys can use for arguments. So I'm gonna find a or a topic debrief. And I'll go through all the arguments, because usually if you're in a debate team, the coach does research on the topic and see all of the different arguments you can make about it. And then they give you a debrief to it. So I think that would be easier if I gave you guys a debrief. Let's see if I have it. I think I probably do. Yeah, I have it. Okay, let's see how good of a note taker I was in 9th grade. Negative income. Ooh, I actually forgot about this one. Okay. Okay. I will share this document with you guys too, so that you guys, when you guys are writing cases, you can refer back to this. And also, I'll paste in the case on one of my cases, so that you guys can go through and see what the structure was. The teacher tends to drink a lot. Yeah, I talk too much. My throat's starting to hurt, and my mom is asking me if I have a cold or anything. But I don't, and I don't have COVID. I did a test today, so okay. So here is the link for the topic analysis. So that can give you guys some ideas on how to start and the arguments you guys can run. Okay. And then here is my example case. And don't copy it, because if you copy it and the evidence, I can tell. Okay, does everyone have this document open? Well, if you want
Can I use the argument, but not like the evidence?
Yeah, you can use argument. Just don't use my evidence. Those are secret possessions. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, okay, let's go. So I don't know what this was, but in other countries, they did something called a UBI, except it was called negative income tax, which is interesting because you think about it. Taxing is getting money away from the people. Negative income tax is giving them money. So it's interesting how they would call it a negative tax. But yeah. Okay. So what you could always do is start off to say that welfare is bad. If you say welfare is bad, that's a good thing. After that, you can say why UBI solves those bads. So let's say you say welfare system doesn't even give people enough money to buy food. UBI solves it because they get $1,000 a month spare to spend money on food or something like that, right? Welfare. Okay, so this is the marriage thing, marriage argument that you guys heard that people made in the debate. So like, if you get married, then the benefits you have will be less, right? So people won't get married, and you guys can tie that into whatever thing you want. Okay. An argument you could do is small businesses. So if you give people money, free money, It doesn't matter if they're in welfare or not. If you give people free money, they can start their own small businesses and maybe they can be successful in whatever, and economy will be better. So for example, for this argument, what evidences do you need? What key pieces of evidences do you need in order to be a successful argument? Yeah, see a hand.
Or you can have how many percent the economy increases with each new startup company, like new company.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So most people, they could just keep talking about how, okay, well, when people receive money, they will start their own small businesses. But what does that even mean? Like, what does that do? I need to know why that matters. So small businesses, how that helps the economy, how that helps with jobs, right? So for this argument, what I need to prove is that when people get extra money, they will invest. Or when they get extra money, they will start their own small businesses. So you can go look on Google and be like, why are people not starting up small businesses? Well, it's because they don't have enough money. So UBI can help with that, right? That's a perfect opening. And then you have to prove that when those small businesses are, well, first you can say small businesses are mostly successful and under what circumstances, right? Under circumstances that they get investments from other people. So the investments exist in the UBI world because people have enough money to invest, right? And then you also have to prove, as Shosha said, when these small businesses are successful, they help the economy. So GDP increase, there's new jobs because there's new companies, right? So how does that benefit the economy? How can I use this impact and compare it to other impacts, right? So that's the argument. Poverty trap, I think I explained this a long time ago, and it's also in my case. So the poverty trap argument is basically saying people in welfare, they want to get out, right? But as they get out, they get a little bit richer. And so the benefits they get are lower and lower. And on top of that, there are things called a tax bracket. I don't know if you guys know what that is. But a tax bracket is saying if you earn this much money, you pay this much tax. The next bracket, if you earn this much money, you pay this amount of tax, right? As people get better jobs and climb the ladder, people have to pay more taxes. So when you try to get out of poverty, you have to pay more taxes. And on top of that, you lose all of your welfare benefits. So people aren't really encouraged to get out of welfare, right? So that's one of the arguments that you can make. And yeah, marriage, yes. Carbon tax. What does this even mean? Kind of forgot. Let me think. Carbon tax. Why would that matter? I don't remember. Yeah, bad note taking by me because I didn't explain it. But yeah. Oh, and automation and automation. Does anyone want to explain to me what automation argument can be made here?
Pro or con?
Pro.
Well, UBI is good to prevent us from automation because automation in the future is probably going to be a main factor of people losing their jobs because, well, robots can do it more efficiently and cheaper. But since UBI always gives people a certain amount of money every month, no matter regardless, people are protected from poverty, and that just, it's like future proofing the economy.
Okay, yeah, that's one of the points you can make. Yeah, should I see a hand?
During automation, many of the lower jobs are going to get eliminated because robots are now able to work those. And so people who originally worked those low jobs like cashiers and stuff, they will have to move on to higher jobs. And during that span where when they're training and not really earning money, UBI can act as a safety net for those who can act as a safety net for those who are still training and act like a basic income, like its name says. But I think technically the other one, the mean tested welfare programs, they would also support you during the times because like you would count as unemployed and there's unemployment benefits, which count as the welfare programs.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a good point. But there is a flaw that I just thought of. Because you would have to prove that everyone that loses jobs will be in welfare. Does that make sense? Because if you don't, okay, so let me explain. In the UBI world, there's no welfare. So everyone that loses a job has a safety net, right? But in the welfare world, only the people who are in poverty or are in welfare and lose their job have a safety net. Let's say I was in middle class and I have an okay job like a receptionist. Those can be replaced by robots, and I have a steady income, so I wouldn't be in welfare. So those people will lose their jobs and not have a safety net, if that makes sense. Yeah.
But you would be under the US's consideration for welfare because you are now one, unemployed, and two, you don't have a steady income anymore. So the US would be giving you the welfare after you got unemployed, which would therefore then act as a safety net.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good argument to make. Yeah. We can.
So
keep
the US would be more and more in debt.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Anything works. Yeah. I like how we're cranking out responses to this. Yeah. You could also say like applying for welfare does take a while, and there are evidence on it, like 2 months, 3 months, or whatever. So you will have 2 months and 3 months where you don't have any money, right? A lot of different responses. I like it. I like it. I feel like automation is a good thing because it'll encourage people to work hard to keep their jobs, and UBI will do the opposite and make people lazy. Yeah, you can make that point. I have that evidence in my neg case, and it's a really good evidence, but I'm not going to show you guys because you guys need to find it yourselves, right? Okay, so those are the con or the pro arguments that generally people make. In con, you could just say, basically, the goal of the con side is just to prove that everything right now is going fine and will be fine. Because if you prove that, then there's no need to replace anything. There's no need to change anything, right? So in the con side, you just need to prove that everything has been fine and everything will be fine. In the tournament, if we're neg, do you explain why welfare is better than UBI? Okay, that's a good question. Because you don't have to necessarily prove that welfare is better than UBI. First, you can prove that UBI is bad and welfare is doing fine. So you don't even need to compare those two in like to win, like if that makes sense. Like you could say UBI is bad, welfare is perfectly fine. So even if welfare isn't doing that much to help the economy, like UBI is just very, very bad and won't do anything, won't do anything good to it, right? So I think right now is an important time to learn the word status quo. Does anyone know what that means? Okay, I see a hand. Status quo.
Never mind.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I've heard of the word before, but I don't really know what it means.
Okay.
It's like,
Shasha?
I think it's like,
Oh.
never mind. Shush.
No, go for it. Sorry to cut you off.
Okay. No, it's fine. So it's kind of like what the current status quo of something is.
Okay.
Like how like currently how well the welfare is working. Something like that.
Yeah, so the status quo is just what is happening now. And the con side has to prove that the status quo has been working and will be working. why can't the concept just prove that welfare is working right now? Why does it have to prove that it will be working? Does anyone have any ideas? It's a weird little way to think about it. Okay, so here's why. If you say that, okay, because you can think about how AF will respond to everything you say. If you say that last year we brought 9 million people out of poverty, AF could say, okay, but right now there's 10 million people still in poverty. And what do you say? Well, you can say, well, it's worked last year, so it's going to work this year. Not really. You could say that it's projected to help this many people. So in response to whatever F says, you could say that right now it will work and it will continue to work. So those 10 million people will eventually all be brought out of poverty, right? That's the argument you make. So of course, you can say that welfare is working and has been working, but it's even stronger to say it will work in the future, right? Okay, so yeah, welfare working. There's a lot of different ways you can tackle this. You can say TANF, which is the example that we looked at, provides food. Medicare provides healthcare. Yeah, Medicare and Medicaid actually provides healthcare. So healthcare is actually a really, really good argument. So you could say right now, like the private insurance is so expensive. It's so expensive. And people who lose their benefits in Medicaid have to pay for those private insurance, which are like $400 a month or something crazy, right? Like Medicaid is free healthcare and it's perfect, right? And a way to respond to this argument is by talking about wait times. So everyone in welfare uses this program, and that means hospitals would be more crowded. And statistically, Medicaid has very, very long wait times. So if you're in an emergency, let's say you're having a heart attack, that just got really deep. I'm so sorry. But let's say you had like a very bad injury. You would have to wait 2 hours, 1 hour to even get a treatment. Okay. So yeah. You could say that UBI is too expensive. The debt increase, as some of you guys talked about, and also the tax increase, right? And here poverty trap is saying, you know, UBI, you get money no matter what, so people aren't incentivized to do work, right? UBI. Redistribution. So a lot of you guys have talked about this, right? The rich get richer and the poor stay the same. So the gap between the poor and the rich will actually increase, right? And then migration. This one's an interesting one. Not a lot of teams have run it, but it's basically saying the US will give free money to everyone. So there will be more people immigrating into the US because they want that free money. This one's a hard one to make because you have to be a citizen to get a UBI. But anyways, that is a topic analysis. Yeah, so does anyone have any questions? Okay, no. So I'm going to stop the recording here. Stop recording.